in half video game, half movie news, the Metal Gear Solid movie is moving forward with Jurassic Park's Derek Connolly writing the Metal Gear Solid script. It's coming from comingsoon.net. That guy, he also wrote Jurassic World and Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. Will write the latest draft for Metal Gear Solid. And here's the thing with Metal Gear Solid. They say that's the name of the original PlayStation 1 game, which is the true sequel to Metal Gear. Snake's Revenge.
There was one on the MX computer and Nintendo, so that was supposed to be the real sequel to the original MX computer one.
So I think this
more action, more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be Shadow of Moses then, this movie. From what
I'm
I understand.
assuming...
Shadow of Moses.
Oh man, I don't know. That's hard because I would think Twin Snakes would be really good.
Well, see, but basically that's a retelling.
But again, Twin Snakes is better graphically, but since the movie doesn't really matter which one it is, as long as it's the same script, which it is basically.
Yeah, because I'm reading here they're talking about the DARPA chief and all that, and
it's definitely the first.
So I'm saying Meryl's going to be in it. Sniper Wolf.
Again, for me personally,
Psycho Mantis.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is the best story, but I can see why you start with
because that one makes the most sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because again, anyone who's played any of the Metal Gear Solid games, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful games. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm probably the most diehard out of all of us, the diehard fan when it comes to Metal Gear Solid. I do love the franchise. Metal Gear Snake Eater is one of my favorite games of all time. But my goodness, I know I'm getting off track here, but the last game was so meh to me story-wise. I can't finish it. I'm at the halfway point. I don't want to play anymore. I have no interest. Because it's all about this building the base and all that. I just want to play a single experience. I don't want to do building a base and have soldiers. I don't care about that.
So I'm wondering, because again, why not just have David Hayter write it?
David Hayter should write it.
He freaking was on X2, and that movie was awesome.
You know what gets me though about it too is I remember David Hayter had a riff with Kojima, but since he's gone now, why would he have a riff with Konami now?
I know.
Doesn't make any sense.
You know what though? The one good thing with the director that did Jurassic World, I liked how he had all the sets and everything set up. Like he had a really good setup for that. So Metal Gear needs.
I'm not a fan of the Jurassic movies. I just don't like. I don't mind Godzilla because they explain Godzilla. Why would you make dinosaurs and we're going to make a smart one? That makes a lot of sense. Why would you do that?
We've never seen a movie ever. Let's make a super dinosaur.
Yeah, I know, right?
But so going back to Metal Gear again, I remember playing Metal Gear Solid, the first one, and as you're going through basically the tutorial mission is showing the credits and everything, you have to do that exact. That has to be the trailer for the movie. Cool. You come in and he's swims up there and he grabs the guy and he do all the knocks on the wall.
Too bad it can't be part 2 when everything starts flipping out, and then the colonel keeps calling you. And
exactly. There's always that weird stuff that's in a Metal Gear. I wonder if they're going to put that in. Do they work in the VR missions and
Do they have Snake have a cigarette somehow?
Yeah,
and he smokes and he sees.
And then then they're gonna have Sniper Wolf. Is she gonna be shooting at him? The sniper
rifle? Is there gonna be again Psycho Mantis? Everything in Metal Gear up to that point, you can kind of explain, it's an espionage, he's a spy. Then there's a guy literally flying around using mental powers to throw things at you. It's so crazy.
And he controls that one girl, too. So it's he has, way beyond powers.
Yeah, and he can read your memory cards. It would be cool
if they could do this, but of course they won't do this. But, wouldn't that be funny for, each movie, which region is, put a little extra in there, Psycho Mantis. Oh, you're in California, just to be stupid.
Because that was a funny thing, he could read your memory card. If you had Konami games on your PS1 memory card, you'd be you played Castlevania.
Maybe they'll do that for LA and New York, the big cities, but they can't do it for every
that's
city.
The thing, is the movie going to be taking itself seriously?
It can't.
Because if it doesn't, then they can do that. But if it's going to be a real serious thing, that's just silly.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see a Metal Gear game movie.
But it's funny. Metal Gear's serious, but then it's not serious.
Yeah, come on. There was a moment where in the original game, you had to, or at least the new one, to get the codec to talk to that one girl, you had to go in the back of the cover.
Yeah, that's
a Metal Gear. That's first Metal Gear for PS1.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that, do you have that in the movie? He's you better look at the back of my arm, and there's...
Yeah, it's on your movie ticket.
Yeah, the MX computer one, that one was just espionage. It was Snake's Revenge on the Nintendo. That was more action.
Yeah.
But Kojima had nothing to do with that one.
It's just weird to me because I don't know where you take this. Do you have jokes? Do you have levity?
Well, the thing I don't like, and I am a dire Metal Gear Solid fan, like I said, but one thing I don't like when people say this is serious action. It's almost fantasy tactical game. You got to say that, guys. It's not realistic in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, do you have the missile that you can shoot and you fly through the air ducts? I mean, come on, are you kidding me?
Or the one where you're trying to dismantle landmines but on your belly. Yeah, you dismantle a landmine. Yeah, okay, sure. Or you blow up. That's what would happen.
Or the classic, the guards are going to get tricked by a box in the middle.
Yeah, do you put that in? Do you put the dirty magazine?
You have to.
Or he's in the little orange box?
And then he touches catches it.
I want all that. I want it to be silly. I'm sorry. I want Metal Gear like that. I don't want it to be super
Do you
serious.
have a scene in the movie where he gets found and it does that dun 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 dun?
That'd be cool.
It has to
Gets it right
have some kind of light that goes on above a guy's
And then
head
just playing
or
the music.
something.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. That'd be awesome.
Did you do the chaff grenade?
I know,
And it makes
right?
out the things.
Hey, that's how Chap Grenades work. Totally like that. I love it.
The whole area, it's all
Did you
covered
make
up.
the reference to the headband.
Did you get the unlimited?
I don't know if I go that far, but it'd be funny. I like it because it's a
Again,
ammo.
how do you throw in what you call it? Silver Fox or whatever, the ninja?
Gray Fox.
Gray Fox.
Yeah.
See, there's all this weird stuff that just happens, and you're like, "What the f is this cyborg ninja who's freaking out?"
But again, and then you have to have Emmerich in it, and then he have to have Dr. Emmerich.
Yeah,
in
I see
it.
all the people again. How often does he use his codec?
He's
Did-
got to use it a little bit. He's got to.
Yeah, it's got.
It's
people
I don't.
talking to
It's
him.
so weird. It's an easy. The concept is easy to do, but then how much do you pay homage to the video game, and how much do you say, okay, this is a real movie we're trying to make?
The thing is, what gets me is I think Liquid Snake is such a cool character, his brother. Is that I'm afraid I think the video game shortchanged him when he became part of the Armor Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah,
Why can't he just be Liquid? Why can't he just do that?
Why not say, oh, he had his mind downloaded into a computer? Just make
Something.
some PS.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. His arm. Okay, how'd that work?
But we must develop a weapon that will surpass Metal Gear.
Yeah, yes.
Metal Gear.
It's
I
so
love that meme.
a man fighting a giant Metal Gear. It's so stupid. It's amazing.
Yes.
And then has a ninja sword fight.
And he can shoot nuclear bombs.
I love it.
Yeah, I want a machine to shoot nuclear bombs.
And you have the scene where they're both in the jeeps and trying to escape.
Yeah.
And then
Crazy.
the scene, that's funny that like two different versions of the movie, like one where like he gets tortured all the way, so Meryl ends up dying, and the one where he survives it and Meryl lives
See, but
and
that's
Emmerich dies.
that's like silly gimmicky
But
stuff.
I'm just saying though, what
Yeah.
you got to that's what Metal Gear is. I'm just
It's so fun. See, that's what I said. How much do you pay homage to the game?
I don't know.
Because there's multiple endings.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
there's like if you save people, kill people in different orders,
Yeah.
and you do stuff like that. I don't know.
I thought one of the most intense sneaking missions would have to be in the second game where you're on the barge. And all the U.S. Marines are there, and they're all standing attention. You have to wait and hide. It's like it's so.
I thought you were
scary.
going to talk about the part where your play is Raiden and you're naked and he's at the
No,
running
no,
around.
no. That was
You cartwheels
that was.
naked.
I had no problem playing Raiden. I know so many fans it didn't bother me. I don't know why everyone.
Because he had all the same moves. The only difference is
Yeah.
he
He
was like
wasn't-
he's
the
wispy.
whiny version of
Yeah.
Snake.
And he wasn't Snake. Everyone wants to be
But
Snake.
he was a killer though. He was
Yeah.
in Jack's army, which is solid as Snake. Which is
See,
the
like
first
again,
Snake.
how much do you explain with this? There's so much crazy mythos and
The Philosopher
backstory.
Legacy, which
Yeah.
was actually became the legacy of Major Zero, who was the head commander.
The
Metal Gear
Patriots.
3, yeah, the Patriots, and it gets really convoluted.
And there's clones, and there's
Yes.
vampire guy, and there's
Well, that's nanomachines
Yeah,
why he's like
yeah.
that. He's not really vampiric. It's like an artificial vampire.
He just
And
acts,
then
looks,
there's
and-
the
Yeah.
Lady Luck girl.
Yeah,
that
like
get
she-
hit that all with bullets.
who was
right?
married to that Raven guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, well, it was just a device mix. He wasn't really lucky. It was
Yes.
just a mechanical device.
But
they
how
had
does
on
that
her.
make any sense, anyways?
I don't see this Metal Gear. I'm just trying to explain it.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Again, do you have like boss fights in the movie? Because you fought like bosses in the game.
Yeah.
Like you run into like these.
Do you fight the Raven guy?
Yeah.
In the tank? Do you fight Sniper?
You know the guy you hit with missiles and he doesn't die.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
What's
that guy? The guy with the big, was it
The
machine
big gun, yeah, like a
Yeah,
big,
the
like,
gun.
heavy gun.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I just feel weird about this because it sounds like an easy thing to do, but then it's so. Again, do you make this a nerd movie for all the nerds who played the games, or do you try to make this to a global thing?
Yeah.
No, I like it when you're in you go into different dimensions and you fight like the group soldiers that are as big as Godzilla. Like what the heck?
Yeah.
Snake, Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have that in there. You gotta have it on a concept.
Yeah, and Otacon.
At the very end, you got to have it at the end of the game.
Dun, dun.
At the end of the movie. Yeah, he died.
He doesn't hit continue.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get that silly to the point of where, like, there's that torture scene. And it
That's
says on the
something
screen to
that-
push A.
That sounds
you
like
know, or
DVD
X.
extra stuff.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
movie
see, we're getting, but again, we're getting really silly, but that's what Metal Gear is.
It is.
There's an aspect of that.
of absolute silliness.
Insanity. But another
That's
thing,
Kojima for you.
Oh, yeah, Kojima was really weird about that.
Torture scenes.
Oh, yeah, torture, he loved that stuff a lot. He had it in several of the Metal Gear games.
Mm-hmm.
But what also gets me, though, about Metal Gears overall is that there is some good story there. But how much, like you said, do you integrate that into the movie, or do you want to tell your own story? And
Yeah.
do something different? That's
Yeah,
the
because
thing.
to tell the real story, Metal Gear only takes like an hour and 10 minutes. It's just
Yeah.
all the other stuff.
Stuff that's going, it's so crazy and out there, you're like, okay, I gotta don't want to get sidetracked. But there's another thing, too, I'm thinking about it. The original game on PlayStation is really hard because Twin Snakes you can go first person. You can't go first person in the first game.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
much
what
harder.
because you can only see so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's just
Especially
one
if I
of,
remember also when he bounces the bullets off the wall, I
yeah.
hated that.
Oh, you know the part where the Dr. Chief's all
Dr.
tied
Chief,
up.
and you're in the middle, in the middle of it, with the syntax everywhere. Which would blow up more than just that room. But
So I'm trying to think again. David Hayter Sans 10 years ago could be Snake.
Yeah.
But he's an older guy now. So.
I know. I wish in some way there's a way that he could do a voiceover somewhere. Maybe
He should be the Colonel.
Colonel. That'd
Be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a good say. Hey, David Hayter's the Colonel talking.
That's the thing that got me mad too about the end of part 4. I know I'm getting off track about movies. I'm just talking about Metal Gear. Is that the fact is, why couldn't they make like when they went from 4 to when they had the big boss? Why couldn't that be the voice? Like Keith Sutherland in that one, so that would have been the treasure. Okay, we get in 5 that was going to be him, but then you find out that's not Big Boss either. It's a clone, so whatever. Why couldn't David Hayter or why couldn't David Hayter be Snake and he be Big Boss? Why couldn't they just do that? No, just get rid of David Hayter in the games. I know
it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, business is business. We got someone else.
Yeah,
okay.
even though he was iconic voice. I mean,
for so long.
Yeah,
when you play that first game, you hear his voice. That's
Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's his voice. That's Snake's voice.
Snake, where'd you get those cigarettes?
and then it's all about fighting the wolves, you know.
You fight the wolves. Punch him, dog. Punch it in the face.
Yeah. And like little homages, like when you're playing 4, make sure you flip the disc. This is we don't need to do that.
There was only one. Before there was multiple discs.
Multiple discs. That's funny how much of that.
Get a savior game.
You know what's funny? As for a person to play Snake, the actor, I would like the mixture of the two. You know, Chris Hemsworth, Thor. His brother looks like Snake, but like a pretty boy version of Snake.
I'd say more Raiden. He could probably pull off Raiden more than he can pull off Snake.
Yeah, because his younger brother, he's like he's too handsome. That's the problem with.
Yeah, he was in Hunger Games. And,
and he has that, but he has that look. If you look at him, he's got the hair,
the hair, the smile.
He's
not rugged enough.
Yeah, I want to mix the other brother because he's more rugged.
Why can't I get an 80 action star? You know, that's
exactly.
when the 80s they play this part. You know.
I can't even think off the top of my head who I would like. Again, he's go to nobody.
Yeah, nobody. He's probably the best.
But again, like I thought some of the coolest bad guys were from 3 too. I think that's why I wanted to go 3, but I can see why they.
Yeah, Paul likes the really old man that if you just wait and change your clock ahead of time, he just dies of old age.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
stupid. Or the part where you're in the river fighting ghosts and stuff. What the hell?
Yeah, because he's already dead.
It's so stupid.
But he has the ability to like bring the dead, but he's dead himself, so it's like okay.
He can wear the fire camo to hide fire.
I didn't fire.
No, fire guy. That was a cool fight with the guy with the flamethrower. It sort of reminded me of the guy from Running Man.
Yeah, the flame guy, Fireball.
That's where you got the idea. You got it. Well, it just felt like it.
And the most iconic fight at the end too, with the cherry blossoms. And
the boss. You're fighting the boss. Yeah.
Either wear the kabuki makeup is so stupid.
But
it's so stupid.
There's a way in that part where you're in that little area. There's 3 snakes up there, and they're all named after like Adam and Eve, and you can catch all of them.
It's all these weird
little things weird references and.
Like Mexico, keep fooling. She says, "Quit fooling around." And she just go get your butt.
She'll be the you can't fight her straight.
And you have to really be, I know what you're doing.
QCB or whatever.
CQC.
Yeah, close quarters combat.
That's all I knew about it, even though it was a thing. Only all the fans knew about it because Microsoft 3 taught us that.
And the fact that you can pause the game, pull all the poison out of yourself, and heal yourself while someone's shooting at you.
That's all.
That's what makes it funny, though.
Oh man, we talked about this way too long.
I'm sorry. I know. I just love Metal Gear. I could talk about Metal Gear for an hour, but yeah.
So moving on.
Yep.